Science may be serious, but the internet has a way of turning even the most complex topics into comedy gold. From physics jokes to chemistry puns, here are 10 of the funniest science memes that make learning a little more entertaining. 1. Schrodinger's Cat Dilemma. If Schrödinger had a dog instead of a cat, the experiment would have been ruined immediately. This classic quantum mechanics joke never gets old. Anyone who's owned a dog knows there's no way it would sit still in a box without barking to be let out. 2. The periodic table struggles. When you forget the atomic number, but you remember it's somewhere in the middle of the periodic table. Just guess its iron and hope for the best. Chemistry students everywhere can relate to this struggle. The periodic table is massive, and sometimes you just have to take a shot in the dark. 3. Biology versus chemistry versus physics. Biologists, life is amazing. Chemists, life is just molecules. Physicists, molecules don't even exist. This meme perfectly sums up the hierarchy of sciences. The deeper you go into science, the more depressing it gets. 4. Math in science problems. Math teacher, this is a simple problem. Physics teacher, we need to consider friction. Engineering professor, let's factor in air resistance. Theoretical physicist, let's assume a spherical cow in a vacuum. The phrase, spherical cow in a vacuum, has become legendary among science students, mocking how theoretical models often ignore real-world complexities. 5. Chemists naming things. Scientists, let's give this element a complex Latin name. Chemists, this one is salty, let's call it sodium. From oxygen, meaning acid maker, to sodium, because it's found in salt, chemists have a hilariously straightforward way of naming things. 6. Astronomy units of measurement. How astronomers measure distance. 1. Football fields. 2. The moon's distance. 3. How far a light year is. 4. 400 billion kilometers, but you still can't comprehend it. Space is so vast that numbers alone don't help. Astronomers just start comparing things to everyday objects to make them sound less terrifying. 7. The scientific method in real life. Expectation. Scientists carefully testing hypotheses. Reality. Let's just see what happens when we mix these two things. Anyone who's ever done a high school chemistry experiment knows this all too well. Science is fun, until you accidentally set something on fire. 8. The realities of lab work. When you spend 3 months on an experiment only to prove what you already knew. The sad reality of research. Hours of work for the same answer Google could have given you in seconds. 9. Engineers versus scientists. Scientist, we just made a discovery. Engineer, can it make money? Science is all about knowledge. Engineering is all about turning that knowledge into something useful, and hopefully profitable. 10. The greatest science meme of all time. Isaac Newton gets hit by an apple. Also Isaac Newton, I'm about to change physics forever. If memes had existed in the 1600s, Newton's reaction to getting hit by an apple would have gone viral. Science might be challenging, but at least the internet finds ways to make it hilarious.